Hello, everybody, and welcome to Quarantine Couples. So if you're joining us for the first time or the 10 trillionth time, here's how the show works. I have two great pairs of people today. Today we have two pairs of friends, and what they're going to do is they're going to answer questions and try to earn some points to see how well they know each other based on the silly random questions I come up out of my noggin. What's going to happen is I'm going to have one person from each pair go off camera, and they're going to promise not to listen to what we say, and then I'm going to ask the other person from each pair a series of questions, and they're going to write down their answers, and then we're going to bring the other person back into the room. They're going to answer the same questions. If both partners answer the same, they get a point. After doing this for 2 separate rounds, the team with the most points wins. And the fun thing about this show is that you in the audience each round get to pitch a question. So if we have any suggestions for the kind of questions you want to ask our pairs, go ahead and put them in the comments now, or when it pops into your brain several minutes from now. As always, we have Brian on the tech today.
Oh, I think I can put myself... Oh, side by side. Hello. It's good to see you.
Hello.
Okay, I'm leaving. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to introduce our pairs today. So first, we have Katy and Carissa. Please tell us about yourselves.
Hi! We met doing improv about 5 years ago. And ever since then, the culture. Yeah, we bonded. Over board games and wine and food. Yep. Nothing mature for friendship.
Yay! Okay, and our second pair today, we have Troy and Dean. Please tell us about yourselves.
Hi, we're friends. We met actually at the comedy spot through a mutual friend. He brought Dean to a show.
And 7 years later, here we are.
Now we're roomies. We actually live together.
Nice.
We're roommates.
Nice. It's always nice to live with someone you like.
And we have a third roommate who is the friend that introduced us.
Aw,
He lives
so
here too.
cool. Aw.
That's sweet.
Okay, so what's going to happen is for this first round, I am going to have Troy and Katy leave the room, and then we're going to ask
right,
Carissa and Dean some questions.
Tell Troy later that his coworker Ann said hi.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what's going to happen is I am going to read out this question, and then you're going to go ahead and write down your answer, and then you'll show it to us, and you'll also say it out loud. We just want to love the dramatic effect of showing that you were right or wrong when your partner comes back in the room. Okay, so our first question. So between the two of you, who is more competitive? So you're going to go ahead and write down your name or your partner's name. We've had people try to write down a third person's name, which is very confusing.
Alter egos don't count.
Between the two of you, who is more competitive? Okay. So Dean, do you have an answer?
I do. And I would say Troy is more competitive.
All right, perfect.
And Carissa?
I would say Carissa. I think we're both competitive, but Katy's a lot nicer. So, I'm gonna go with myself.
Nice. I only like to be really competitive when I know I can win. And then when I can't, I'm like, let's all be nice to each other and play.
Then go in for the kill.
Okay, so question number 2. Who is your pair's all-time biggest celebrity crush? This question comes up a lot in the comments, so I like to bring some of these out. Sometimes with these open-ended ones, it's hard to get it right, but it's so much fun to hear the answer.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm. I really don't know.
Okay, Dean, did you have an answer?
I do.
Okay.
I would say Dolly Parton.
Perfect. Good choice.
And a little bit about Troy and Dolly. Whenever there's a song or a movie about Dolly, he just wells up in tears and starts crying.
Aww.
And I'll hear him watching the TV, and he'll just be like, you know, and I'll be like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, Dolly's on. Never mind."
Okay, Carissa?
I am really confident that he's not going to answer this way, but we both really like the Front Bottoms band a lot. It's a common shared interest between us, so I put the lead singer of that band.
Yes, I highly approve of that answer. I like that band a lot too. Okay.
Oh, and just by the way, really quick, somebody asked if they know, can they put comments? Can they answer in the comments? Yes, but just make sure Dean and Carissa, you're not looking at the comments. So, but I'll share them after they answer later on.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
And I noticed that like sometimes we'll accidentally share comments on the screen, but people are so busy transitioning from coming in the room, they don't notice. I think.
Yeah, I try to be aware of that.
Okay, so question number 3 is our multiple choice question. So I'm going to read this a couple times so that you can get all of the options. So if your pair could only wear one of the following accessories forever going forward, do they choose A, hats, B, sunglasses, C, scarves, or D, gloves? These are all fashionable and functional. So if your pair could only wear one of the following accessories forever going forward, do they choose A, hats, B, sunglasses, C, scarves, or D, gloves? Okay, Carissa, it looks like you have an answer.
I do. Now, I've never really seen Katy wear a hat, but she loves her headband. So I'm going with hat.
Okay.
I would go with B, sunglasses.
When I discovered prescription sunglasses were a thing, changed my life. Okay, so this is the point where we go to the audience and see if the audience have any questions that they want us to ask. So Brian's going to go ahead and show some of those, and I'm going to write them down. But I'll let you both two know which one I pick, so you don't have to answer any of these right now.
I'm going to scroll up and find some questions for you. Who is the most extroverted?
Okay.
Let's see. Who cooks and bakes the most? Who cooks and bakes the most? I think those are the 2 questions we had so far, but if other people have questions later on, you can put them in the comments. We can share them later on. And then Jenna just wanted to see your cat, Dean. She just kept yelling, show us your cat.
Here's the cat.
Oh. Wait, here we go. There we go. What's your cat's name?
Fierce.
What a cute.
He's anything but fierce.
Yeah.
Hi.
That's a good-looking cat.
I also have a little black cat.
Yay.
His name is Jet.
Oh, you have to find it and show it at some point.
I'll go when Katy's in here. I'll bring him back in when I come back in.
Okay.
Yay.
All right, perfect. Do you have a question for this last round, Dana?
Okay, just giving it a moment to make sure nobody else put
Oh,
any
yeah.
questions in.
Well, let's see. Who would adopt the most animals if they could? Is another question. Or what is your favorite comedy spot show? Would be another question.
Okay.
And I also have a question from Patrick, but I'm not going to show it because he's just trying to give people a hard time. So.
Oh, Patrick.
Oh, Patrick.
Okay. So I'm going to take a... Okay. I would like to take a look at the other questions I have. So let's go. I'm going to go with the one... So between the two of you, who cooks or bakes the most? So who's the one making yummy things the most?
And while they answer that, I just want to let you know there's another question up here that's really good. It's
Okay.
who would live the longest in a zombie apocalypse?
Yes.
Which I really like. So. Yeah, and Karine says, we didn't come here for the comedy. We came here for the cats.
Nice.
It's funny.
I mean, I always love it when an animal or a cute small child comes on screen. Okay, so Carissa, it looks like you have an answer.
I do. I put myself.
Okay.
I think just by a little bit, not by a lot. I tend to bake a little bit more often.
Nice. And Dean?
This one was tough because I normally cook and bake the most, but in COVID, Troy has stepped up to the plate and become a Food Network maniac and has actually done the most cooking during COVID and actually has done the most baking this year. So if he says me, I'm going to slap him.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and bring Katy and Troy back in the room. So if you want to go ahead and get them.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Nelson.
Sure.
Oh, we're going the nice message route and not the yelling.
Yeah, the texting instead of the, hey!
Katie went like
The funny
full
thing is, Troy
outside.
went out in the car because he was worried that he would hear me talk.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and thanks a lot for everybody for commenting. Please be sure to comment and put in your questions throughout the show. Also, remember tomorrow is Big Day of Giving, not Big Day of Giving. It's Giving Tuesday. We're having a special event at 6 p.m. tomorrow where we have our Hot Wing Challenge. You can pick people on a panel and get them to eat as many hot wings as they possibly can before they light themselves on fire from the heat of the hot wings. So do that tomorrow. Or if you don't want to make people suffer, we always appreciate donations through Venmo, or you can become a Patreon supporter or a Facebook supporter. Facebook has a new subscription service called Facebook Supporter. So in the link of this, there's a link in the description of this video. You can click on that and it'll take you to all the information. And then everybody's back, perfectly timed.
Yay!
So we are ready to continue.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask the same questions that we just asked Chris and Dean and see if we can get some matches. Okay, so first question. Between the two of you, who is more competitive? Okay, do you have an answer?
I'm the more competitive one. This last year for my birthday, I beat everyone out and kept on to the point of not awesomeness. So yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm more competitive.
And what did Chris say?
I took myself. The most competitive one. I said we're both competitive, but I'm a little meaner.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, Troy.
It turns out they're both hella competitive. So there you go.
Yeah.
First, I have to say that the hardest part of this game is you have to leave and go wait somewhere else
come back. Um, I don't I don't think either of us are super competitive, but I'm gonna say I'm more competitive because Dean is super low key.
Okay, Dean, what'd you say?
Ooh, Troy.
Yay!
Point on the board.
Yay! Now we're winning. Maybe I'm more competitive.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, question number 2. Who is your all-time biggest celebrity crush?
Oh my God. Am I going first?
Yeah, if you have an answer, go ahead.
Oh, okay. It's hard because there's been so many. I'm gonna, it's hard knowing what he would say. I'm gonna say most recent, I'm gonna say Dave Franco.
Who? Troy? Who?
Dave Franco.
Okay. All right. And Dean?
Oh, well, damn it. It's the way it was worded because I was looking at Crush. Like, she's my heart. Like, I just wrote that she's a national treasure today on somebody's feed. So I love her more than any other celebrity. So he was right about that. But Crush to me is different.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, too bad.
Everything. I don't know if you go with the guy crush that I have or the girl crush I have. I'm gonna lean with Seth Rogen.
Definitely
No.
not what I thought. Our shared interest. I put Brian.
Oh, perfect. Brian Fella had also taken.
Yeah, that one I have no
It's okay.
idea who to put.
Sometimes it's just fun to hear all the fun people that other people like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys were close. Like, you weren't that far off. You had mentioned, like, it's a thing. You knew in the wheelhouse. So that's good.
Yeah. My very first one was David Cassidy.
Ooh.
That was my very first.
I know who that is.
Well, after that, Rick Springfield and Billy Idol. So go ahead,
Oh,
move on to the
nice.
next question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like me some Billy Idol. Okay, so question number 3 is our multiple choice question. So I'm going to read it a couple times so you can hear all of the options. So if you could only wear one of the following accessories going forward forever, do you choose A, hats, B, sunglasses, C, scarves, or D, gloves? So if you had to only wear one of the following accessories forever, do you choose A, hats, B, sunglasses, C, scarves, or D, gloves?
So I work in clothes, and none of those would be in my top, even list of items of accessories to wear. But thank you for the question. I'm gonna go with scarf. So I think they're the only ones I could work with.
I put hat because it's close to headband.
I do wear a good ton. That's gonna be my number one.
Okay, Troy.
Man, this is hard. Because I kind of barely wear any of them, and pretty much the only times I wear sunglasses are the same times that I'm wearing a hat. So it's like a 50-50. I'm gonna say sunglasses.
And what did Dean say?
So I was really hoping for.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fancy draw.
Nice. Whoa.
Oh
What
no,
happened?
we all disappeared.
We all disappeared. Let's see. What happens when we go back here? Nothing.
Oh no.
That's okay. Hold on just a second. Okay, everyone, just pretend that everything is just fine and that for some reason the entire scene. Oh, look, there's me. We're gonna turn that into. There's Dana, everybody.
Yeah.
Why does it say Troy and Dean? Oh my God. And then look over here. It's gonna be Carissa and Katy because I'm going to choose them. Look at that. Okay. And then there's gonna be me again, but they're gonna magically turn into Troy and Dean. And let's see. I'll just rebuild the whole thing. Fantastic. But you have 2 points now.
Okay.
Okay, you can continue on. I think everything else is fine. We'll just rebuild the show as we go along.
Okay. So our last question for the round comes from the audience. So this question is, between the two of you, who cooks or bakes the most? So who's going to be making some yummy goodies?
Carissa, are you ready? Or
It'd be me. You got this.
me? Okay. All right. It's hard. Historically, it has been Dean, but during COVID, it has 100% been me. So hopefully he based it on now and not our full 7 years of living together. So I'm saying me. So that's my answer is me, Troy.
Okay, what did Dean say?
Troy.
He actually gave that exact same explanation. Too.
Yes.
Well, I've been hobby cooking during COVID. That's so I've cooked a ton.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a good hobby.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with me too. I do like baking a lot. So we'll see what that does for us. I have a feeling you picked it. The thing is, these are things we do together.
Yeah, it's hard. No, actually, it's because I don't know you at all. This is the first time I've met you.
Wow.
Oh. That's okay, because at least you can at least tell that you two are cute and like each other a lot. So, that's what's important. Okay, so for the second round, we're gonna go ahead and have Carissa and Dean leave the room and ask Katy and Troy some questions.
Okay. Yeah. I'm scared because Dean pays attention way better than I do, and I'm afraid I'm not going to get any of them right.
You'll be fine.
I'm more self-centered than he is.
You'll be fine. Everything's okay.
Fingers
Okay,
crossed.
so question number 1. Between the two of you, who's more of a klutz? So who's the one that's probably going to be running into things or tripping?
The downside is we are equal levels of klutziness. I have more broken bones under my belt, so I'm gonna put myself down. That should count for something.
Okay.
Neither of us are super klutzy, but I think it's him more. He's more maybe prone to running into things and cutting himself and stuff. So
Okay.
I'm saying Dean.
Perfect.
Okay. I am such a klutz that one time I tripped myself sitting down in an office chair. And fell out of the chair.
I've
done that in the middle of a high school classroom, guys.
Oh man.
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay, so question number 2. Where is some place that your pair has vacationed that they would love to visit again?
This is horrible. See, this is where he would know for an instant for me, and I don't even know anywhere that he's ever gone. Like, unless he was with me.
Oh man.
I'm struggling with like a specific place because Carissa travels a little more and she likes to go camping. So I think for her it would just be like forest, and that would be enough. But I'm trying to think of a specific forest, maybe. Give me a second. Can I choose forest?
If you think she will say the forest or something similar to that, then go ahead and write it down. It just has to match.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Las Vegas. We've actually been there together, but I'm going to double down because he really does like to gamble for fun. So I'm hoping that that's like, because I don't know anywhere else he's been.
And am I allowed to change my answer? Because she wants to go to Vegas now that my brain's remembering it. She wants to go on a girls' trip. Can I change?
Could you change now or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to go ahead and change it, we haven't shown it to anyone.
Got it.
I just make these decisions on the fly.
Yeah, that's it. You just make it up. It's
I'm
fine.
a judge.
Yeah.
Judge Dana. I'll allow it. Where's my gavel? Okay. So question number 3. Which of the following road signs best represents your pair? Are they A, pedestrian crossing, B, school zone, C, winding road, or D, playground? So which of the following random road signs best represents your pair? Are they A, pedestrian crossing, B, school zone, C, winding road, or D, playground? I tried to pick ones that weren't offensive or overly suggestive or too well known.
That's funny.
So I am picking the playground because I give him grief about that. He's more rambunctious than me, we'll say.
Nice.
I'm going with Carissa's very complex. She has like a lot of her person. I'm gonna go with winding road. Like we just never know sometime.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay, so this is the point where we go back to the audience and see if anyone in the audience has some suggestions. So Brian's gonna go ahead and read some of the suggestions that we have, and I'm gonna write them down, and then I'll let you two know which one I pick. So you won't have to answer one of these yet until I let you know. And if you're in the audience, you want to go ahead and put a suggestion in the comments. Feel free to do that now.
Yeah, I have a couple of questions that were written a while back.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's a multiple choice one. Dennis says, which Uno card will annoy your partner more? Wild, +4, draw, skip, or reverse? Let's see. We also had same person. Dennis gave us a question. Is it more likely? Is your partner more likely to leave a nearly empty jar of peanut butter in the cupboard, or a nearly empty carton of milk in the fridge? What's your other person's sign? Let's see. That's it so far.
Okay. And just a reminder to the audience, if we don't get your question today, we might come up in a later show because I definitely go back to the comments and look at them to get ideas because you all do so good every week. I appreciate it.
We also, by the way, the other questions came in too, and I apologize. What's their favorite dessert?
Ooh.
Their favorite color? Who would be the first to be to bail the other person out of jail? Let's see. Who's more likely to get arrested? And Karine says this round is really harder than the last round.
I never really know which questions are going to be harder or not. So, it's all gamble.
It's good. You're doing fine. This is good.
Okay, so I'm going to go with one we heard actually last time. It came in right after I'd picked one, but I really like it a lot. So, so between the two of you, who do you think would live the longest in a zombie apocalypse?
I'm gonna
All
go.
right.
Go ahead.
I
Katy.
don't think I'm gonna survive long in a zombie apocalypse because of just personal fear. So I'm hoping that she's got. I'm gonna put it on her.
Good.
I'm going to say, I think he'll say me because I read a ton of zombie books and I'm the one that stocks away rice and beans for emergency and propane and stuff. So I think he'll say me.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the whole plan of I'm smart, keep me safe. I don't think I could survive on my own, but I'll let other people do that for me.
Right, exactly. I know a lot of survival things from reading, but I'm fat and slow, so I need a crew to do all the actual work and let me be fat and slow.
We need smart people in our future post-apocalyptic society.
That's right.
That's how you build the new society.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get Chris and Dean to come back into the room and see if we can score some points.
You had some other questions here too. We had, do you like white meat or dark meat? White meat or dark meat? Or what is your favorite dessert? Or Christmas tree, a real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree? That's it. I thought I had a couple more, but that's it so far.
Okay.
All right. He got my text on the way.
All right.
Yay.
Perfect.
She's walking it around now.
Yeah, that's what I don't know if he told you. I went outside and sat in the car when it was my.
I appreciate the commitment.
Yeah, I went outside and just sat on the back bench.
Oh, you're so.
Is there a cat? Is there going to be a cat?
Yeah, it's a cat. It's a quick reaction to a cat.
Yay.
Baby. You're gonna just set him on the ground. Oh, he left us.
Come here.
Oh.
He's really unhappy.
Aww.
Whoa, that's a big kitty.
He's
yeah.
a Maine Coon.
Oh my goodness.
So unhappy.
Yeah, during the first round, Dean was showing us their cat, and so Carissa promised to bring out a cat too, because the audience loves cats.
Yeah.
She has 3 here, so she should be able to produce at least one.
He does not want to.
That's with his family.
Okay. So let's see if we can score some more points in round 2. So question number 1, between the two of you, who is more klutzy?
I'm gonna go with myself.
Okay.
He didn't hear you.
Can you repeat that?
I'm gonna go with myself. It's a well-known fact that I am incredibly klutzy.
And what did Katy say?
But I have going from my klutziness.
from these questions is you two have so much in common. It's hard to tell which one is
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just the same person.
Kind of.
That's funny.
Okay, so Dean.
Oh.
You're up.
Recently, I can say I've fallen.
Oh, wait a sec. Troy, we're not hearing Dean for some reason. Like, we can hear you fine, but I don't know if the microphone is, like, more facing you than Dean. Yeah, Dean, just dive in closer to Troy. I think you'll be okay.
Lean in. Can you hear me now?
That's perfect, yeah.
Okay. I would say I would be more clumsy.
All right.
Okay. And what choice?
Yay! I would say the same thing.
Nice.
He just cut himself the other day, so I was hoping for Thanksgiving.
And it wasn't related to cooking, it was taking a pig out of the pot.
Just, I didn't. Troy, would you repeat that? It's still cutting out a little bit.
We got it right.
Okay. That's all we need. Fine.
Nice.
Good.
Okay. So question number 2. Where is some place that you have vacationed that you would love to visit again? Looks like
This is
he's
hard because I know what my answer is. But Katy would put it.
Just give your answer and hope I'm
I'm
close.
gonna say New York City.
For girls trip. Okay, we just have a
Okay, and Dean?
I would go with that answer as well, Las Vegas.
Woohoo! Wait,
there.
there. I can't figure out how to get it in the camera, but here it is.
There you go.
Nice.
Putting some points on the board tonight.
Okay, so question number 3 is again our multiple choice question of the round. So I'll read these options a couple times. So which of the following road signs best represents you? Are you A, pedestrian crossing, B, school zone, C, winding road, or D, playground? So again, which of the following super random road signs best describes you? Are you A, pedestrian crossing, B, school zone, C, winding road, or D, playground?
While you guys think about it, I just wanted to say hello to N. Nicole's Force, all the way from Argentina. So, hi
Sweet.
there.
Wow.
Welcome.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
Carissa, do you have an answer?
I'm just gonna go playground. It sounds the most fun.
oh, play Las Vegas.
I mean, you know, I almost said winding road.
I would have to say playground.
Playground.
Why would you say that, Dean?
But I like
I said
Nice. Oh my goodness. There you go.
Great.
I told no stories. I was very, I didn't say why.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so our last question of the round comes from the audience. This might be a little familiar. So, between the two of you, who's gonna live longer in a zombie apocalypse?
I'm gonna go with Katy. You would make more connections.
Oh, no. It's about planning and strategy. It's not about friendship.
Yeah, but if you make the connections, you have the people to strategize for you.
See?
She is organizing her phone.
That's a tough one because
Wait, is it okay if I give them just 1 point because I think they did an awesome job?
Yes.
Okay, all right, here we go. There you go, 2 points.
I think Troy would outlive me in the zombie apocalypse.
Troy would outlive you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Troy?
That's what I said.
Wow.
Wow.
No, he would walk the zombies around and tell them, no, you can't die, you can't do this, you belong over there.
Dean, you keep cutting out for some weird reason. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You guys are like in the same frame. It's so weird.
I don't know. I'm definitely louder than he is.
Oh, maybe that's it. I don't.
I project at the microphone more.
Yeah, he can yell. Yeah.
Technology.
Yeah. Technology.
Okay. So, Troy was really worried about that round, and you did great.
I'm so happy. I was really worried.
Okay,
Because
so
I have a tendency, it's like when people will ask me where somebody super close to me, like where they work or what they do, and I'm like, I don't know. Like they've told me, I don't know.
I'll tell my mom and be like, oh, I was talking to this friend of mine and they said this. She's like, oh, well, what about this and this? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't grill them 1,000 questions. Okay, so after 2 rounds, Katy and Carissa have a very admirable 2 points. They're very sweet and adorable. But our big winners today, and that's a lot of points, is Troy and Dean. 7 points is a lot of points.
Yeah.
Good job.
We know each other really well.
Yeah, congratulations. That was fantastic. Did you want to end out the show, or I feel like you have to have Troy and Dean go up against some other high-scoring team now.
Yeah, I definitely need to get some best of
action.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If we were high scorers compared to other teams, yeah, we're down for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you to Katy and Carissa and Troy and Dean for being with us today. You're all so great. This is super fun. Thank you so much. And as always, a big thank you to Brian for doing the technology. And like it was said, you fixed that really fast. That was like some pro.
Yeah, thank you. I still have no idea why it decided to all shit out, but at least I got it back.
It's like when your NASCAR comes into the dock and you have to take all the wheels off and put it back on. That's what happened, right?
Okay. All right.
I don't really know. I've seen Talladega Nights, and that's about it.
I'll go with it. It sounds better than what actually happened.
You're the pit crew, Brian.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Yeah, I'll take it.
And as always, thank you to everybody in the audience for watching and for putting in your suggestions and your comments and just being here and supporting the Sacramento Comedy Spot. We couldn't do this without you, and we thank you for being here. And have a good night. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.